You know, if I went to a restaurant, I'd probably get a burger and chips.
Yeah, I would too.
As opposed to Grasshoppers, but like it's not bad.
Yeah,
they're quite nice. But I think it's
deep fried
Grasshoppers. Yeah.
If you deep fry anything, it's fucking grand. Really,
it's grand. Yeah, it's grand. No, they were moving, so
they were alive.
They were alive. Yeah.
Okay, so the first question I have for you there, right, is...
Hello and welcome to Conversations with Cornelius. I'm a comedian. This podcast is about my life, my wife, my likes and dislikes, hurling, football, movies, sex, drugs and rock and roll without the sex, drugs and rock and roll. There are going to be special guests and always regular contributors, but mostly it's going to be me and my main squeeze, the wife. So sit back, relax and enjoy Conversations with Cornelius.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Conversations with Cornelius. I am your host, Cornelius Patrick O'Sullivan, and here I am back in the beautiful Fearless Digital Studios at a location that I am not legally allowed to disclose.
Can I say it?
No, you can't. You definitely can't say it. You will be hunted down. Your life will be ended, and then we probably it might be good for the podcast if we had someone murdered. Do you know?
That's how we get
his last podcast.
First of the new season too.
They'd be like, it got off to a great start. The second episode.
I'm so happy you have a team which
Yeah.
They're all very handsome as well.
Yeah.
Handsome lads, We have an Italiano.
Shout out to Alessio.
Yeah, I couldn't pronounce his name.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, it's Alessio. Do you want to try it there now?
Alessio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job. And who else?
We have Shawnee.
Yeah. Shawnee's there as well.
And we have Ryan.
Brian. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Brian. Our thanks. Shout out to Ryan.
Yeah, he was looking a bit tick there, in fairness.
Yes. As usual, you have just jumped across the professionalism that I am trying to illustrate on this new podcast. Just coming straight in with silly remarks, but we won't have you for long, I suppose. So, yeah. I'm going to bring on today's guest, ladies and gentlemen. I have a little bit of a speech written for him today, seeing as it is season 2 of the incredibly famous podcast Conversations with Cornelius.
How's it going?
So far?
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, we're like number one we haven't launched it yet. We haven't launched it yet, but in my head we're number one. We're number one, and in my heart we're number one.
Well, yeah, it's a good team.
Yeah.
And I missed the war room, but this is a nice step up.
Well,
to be fair, yeah.
What do you miss about the war room?
FIFA?
Yeah.
There's no FIFA here.
I actually have FIFA mentioned here in your warm-up. I'm going to bring you on there now. Ladies and gentlemen, today's guest is a good man. He's a fine friend. He's a decent husband, an adequate son.
Thank you.
Regular enough brother, a mind-reading mentalist, aspiring coach, bang average at FIFA.
I love the little point.
What the fuck is written down here now? Oh yeah, my groomsman. You were a groomsman at my wedding. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, the one and only, the Mind Guy.
Thanks very much. Yeah, thanks for the clap, lads. Appreciate it. Thank you. By the way, do we engage with the...
You can engage with them if you want to, man. Yeah, engage.
They're way more interesting.
So far, I think they've been shit on this podcast.
It's a bit low energy.
Yeah, low energy. Yeah. Like, you're not enjoying it, because we can fuck off. I'm happy to go.
I've plenty of things to be doing.
We're
I have an
flat
assignment
out.
to do at home.
We're actually flat out.
Yeah.
What are you at now? That's so busy.
Oh, I applied coaching module. Yeah.
Oh, that's a real answer, is it?
No, to be genuine, yeah. I have loads to be doing.
You actually...
Loads to be doing.
You could, you can't afford to be here.
Not really time-wise, no.
Yeah, but time-wise.
No. I mean, we were meant to start
from a financial point of view, though?
No, I'm okay, yeah. The wife brings in the bread, so I don't really care.
Good. That's why I have him on, because he doesn't charge anything. And it's, I have to get guests on. I have to bring some people on.
So I'm a filler episode. This is a filler episode.
Yeah. Second episode, get in kind of something just to because I have some big guests lined up, but they're...
You told me, yeah. Should I say it or...
No, don't say it yet. Secret, don't say it. It's kind of secret, but
they're very good.
They couldn't do this week.
So here I am.
So I got you.
Thank you.
Got you in this week.
I feel special, thank you.
Well, I wouldn't feel... Yeah, I feel special, I suppose.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. You're welcome. What's the story with the top? I love it.
It's got in Mexico.
Mexico?
Yeah, Mexico, yeah. I was in Mexico there a couple of months back. And they're a team in the centre of Mexico. Now, are they any good? I'm not sure.
Did you go and see them?
Nice. No.
Okay.
No, I was watching baseball, actually. Baseball is a class sport, by the way.
Baseball?
Baseball, yeah. Now, you would think it'd be super boring, but filled with music, drinking, eating. So 3 or 4 hours of just crack.
3 or 4 hours?
Yeah.
How does baseball work? Is it like rounders?
Yeah, I would say it's
Do you
kind of
know how it works though?
Yeah, vaguely. I
Okay.
was kind of drinking a load, so I'm not really sure.
Okay.
But no, it was very good. Like you see lads now who were former, we'd say like in the majors in America.
Yeah.
So these guys now, they maybe dropping maybe a couple of percentage points, so they're playing Mexico now, but they're still very good. Or you see lads who are emerging talent. You might get a lad from, I don't know, some maybe Guatemala or Puerto Rico who's playing Mexico and then hoping to break into the majors. There was one lad actually from America, Bobby Bradley was his name. So he was dropped from the minors into the
Dropped from the American minors. He was a minor.
And he's playing.
What's a minor in America? Is that the minor leagues?
So you got the majors, you got the minors. And
so is that like the Premier League and the Championship?
And the Championship, yeah, exactly. And so I suppose if you're in the minors, we'd say the Mexican League is kind of equal par to the minors.
Okay.
Yeah, so it like you get some really good talent. Like so, even though I don't really appreciate baseball talent, I could tell just by electrically they were really, really talented. Like,
Where else? It's played in Japan as well, isn't it?
Played in Japan, yeah. It's played. They have a competition as well. I think it's like Guatemala, Puerto Rico, Japan. It's huge. Yeah, I think that they're the big countries really.
And the All-Ireland final is called the World Series, isn't
the World
it?
Series that's just played by American teams.
That's fucking mad.
Yeah,
it's typical American.
And Japan are very good.
Yeah.
It's
a national sport. It's one of the.
It's a massive sport. Yeah, it's up there with sumo wrestling for popularity and football.
But what is it? You just throw the ball and hit the ball, like,
Yeah,
and then
I don't
run
know.
around the stumps.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
You were locked.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were. What were you eating at the stadium?
Everything you can imagine. Like, so you get the good seats, and if you get the good seats, you get these. I was going to say something. You get the Mexican lads to get you stuff.
Feel free to be fucking racist.
No,
if you want
my
to.
wife is Mexican, so I can't say too much. She slapped me.
Yeah,
But
okay.
yeah, you get these lads in it, so you can ask for anything, and they can walk fucking, I don't know, a kilometre, get the food and bring it back.
So 1 second now. So sorry now. Let's reverse here. So you're sitting in the good, expensive seats.
Very expensive, very good. Yeah.
Would you be called a gringo over here now?
It's funny actually. No, there was a bit of animosity when they seen me initially. Because they have a bit of animosity towards Americans now.
Yeah.
Because they're seeing that
Why, like?
their brothers have been been removed from the States. So I was in a supermarket and one fella kind of cornered me. No, he said something in Spanish, so I was just smiling. But Cloud was telling me afterwards that he was ticked because he was kind of suggesting I shouldn't be there because the Mexicans aren't allowed to be in the States. But Cloud quickly came to my rescue and explained I was Irish.
Yeah, and
So it was okay then. But it was awkward. I could tell, she tried to laugh it off, but he was tick.
Yeah.
And then he found out I was Irish and it was fine.
And he was grand then.
Yeah.
But back to you being in the stadium, right?
Yeah.
And in the big seats.
Yeah.
So then you just
The
get
peasants got me stuff, yeah.
all right,
That's what
okay.
you're aiming.
Is that what it was?
That's
You're just
what
like, here, have a few shekels here, little boy.
Yeah, I don't even know the money.
Yeah,
I just,
yeah.
or whatever's in my pocket.
And what were you eating? What food were you ordering?
No, anything. You get some, like a chicken. For example.
There, just go off and get you a chicken.
Chicken, yeah.
And how long was the game?
Like 3 hours, 4 hours, you've gone for a good chunk of time, depending. I might be exaggerating slightly. It could be, maybe 2 or 3 hours.
And like, is it climactic? Like,
Yeah, I mean, it went down to last inning in one of the games. So it was really, really good, yeah.
Yeah.
And the fans, I would say the fans, do you know the way if you're at a GA game, like we're all interested in the game.
Yeah.
And we're all, but with them, I would say maybe 20% of the crowd are really interested, the rest are there for the crack.
okay.
Yeah, and it's kind of mixed in with the fans as well. So it's not, you might get a team from the centre of the country coming up to Saltillo, North Mexico is where we were. And it's fun. They have dancing afterwards amongst each other. So there's no animosity, there's no fight.
So it's like kind of part of their culture, so is it?
Yeah, sure, it's a sport. They love sport as much as we do. They love it.
Did you go to anything else out there?
Wrestling. We went to
You went
wrestling.
did you go to the what's the Lucha Libre?
Yeah. We went to the biggest one in Mexico City.
Are they wearing the masks?
They wear the mask and everything. Yeah, I think it's a big insult then if you remove the mask and stuff like that. Like, but we went to one in Mexico City. It was very professional. It's in a big, huge kind of theatre set up for the wrestling. So these guys are top notch. These guys now, they tour all over the world. They'll be going to Japan, we mentioned.
Right.
It's a big thing in Japan as well, wrestling. And then we went to the local one in Saltillo. That wasn't as professional.
Is that
though.
like Junior B? Like,
Oh, it's really weird. They get little, I don't know if you can say midgets anymore, but
I don't think you can say that word anymore. No.
Yeah,
like you can say it like.
small lads, dwarves.
Okay, I don't think you can say dwarves either, but
Whatever they are. They were fighting. No, honestly, they were fighting away and it was just super weird. So you might get 3 women against a dwarf.
Wow.
Yeah, just super entertaining.
Yeah. And like where
In the sitting room.
so there's a ring obviously where this is happening. Are you like just sitting around the ring? Is it tiered seating? Like I'm just have a vision of
Yeah,
it like
no, there's, you know what, there's a couple of 100 people there. It's just chaotic, it's mad, and they're shouting insults at the wrestlers. They'd be saying all sorts of kind of vulgar stuff, but it's It's funny because you get little kids shouting insults, and you get it's just a part of their psyche. They're a bit little, they're wild enough, but it's fun.
It's cast that wrestling is a part. Like, and are they actually? Do you know? Like, so if funny now you bring up wrestling. I'm not a wrestling fan, right? But my memory of wrestling is the Royal Rumble, one of the very first Royal Rumbles. With, Hulk Hogan wins it. He beats the Undertaker. That's how old I am now. Hulk Hogan is dead, the Undertaker is dead. Right?
Undertaker's not dead, is he?
I think he's dead. Yeah, he's dead, isn't he?
No, it's been confirmed he isn't. He's alive.
You don't think he is?
He's
Okay.
alive, yeah.
So sorry about that.
Fact checked.
That's why we have. We're paying the big money to get the team in here. Like, see, that was very quickly fact checked as well.
You would have ran with that, is that?
Yeah, I would have ran with that, man. Yeah, I was at his funeral. What are you talking about, man? I'm a huge Undertaker fan. But I got the boys to watch it at home, Harvey and Hunter, because like it's class. Because every 2 minutes a new wrestler runs in.
Yeah, it's great. That was brilliant.
And it was back in the day when, like I was a kid as well, so it was more believable when you're a kid. But like, it's obviously they're athletes. They're throwing each other around the place. They're not going out to physically hit each other or hurt each other. It's all choreographed to a certain extent.
It's funny to stop you there. Do you know Rampage Jackson? He's like a MMA fighter, former MMA fighter.
Is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson playing him in a movie?
Definitely not.
Can we fact check that?
Dwayne
Johnson.
I don't think so.
I think he is.
But anyway, I was getting at
MMA and wrestler.
Yeah, it could have been. Maybe you might be right. But anyways, there was this local wrestling event taking part, and Rampage Jackson's son. He's like 25-year-old, big, massive lad. Like, he's a really good, strong athlete. Anyways, within the end of the wrestling event, he was meant to run into the ring and pretend wrestle one of the lads. But apparently, he had an altercation with this same lad. Maybe an hour before the event. So he picked him up, slammed him, knocked him unconscious, and hit him 20 times while he was out. So you were saying it's.
There's obviously these one-off situations.
Just a few outliers, like.
I'm waiting for the movie with The Rock, you know.
So I want to see that piece, but it's really good though. Even the local lads, like these guys in Mexico, the kind of amateur event, so they could be taxi drivers or working in shops, and then they're in the ring, wrestling. And there's a couple of lads in there, like late your age,
Early 30s?
They're quite old.
Late 20s?
Honestly, God, those lads probably in their late 50s, early 60s wrestling.
So, like, there was real old lads there as well, is there?
Yeah.
Not lads, like,
real old
so
lads, yeah.
Along after my kind of crew, there's another crew behind them as well.
Yeah.
Thank you. But what I was saying actually was, that's what I was saying was, like, it's choreographed at the very highest level. So when you were there was like, they were smacking each other, like, they were trying to win.
Yeah, not everything went right. Like, there'd be lads who'd be getting injured and stuff. There'd be, well, I would say, like, there's, we say medical services, but I don't know how qualified they would be. But they were there in it with a few bottle of water.
So it's junior B, like junior B wrestling.
Junior B wrestling. Yeah, that's it.
And you're all the time just getting locked, eating food.
Yeah.
Lads run off.
It's brilliant. It is genuinely does. It is part of their culture. They do it every week, so it's a big thing. The families go there, and it's just a way for them to release. Because it's hard working there. You see a lot of even the older generation, they work in Mexico. Like, they be bagging stuff and groceries and things like that in the shop. So they need some sort of release. So them shouting into the ring, maybe for them it's some sort of fucking release for them and some sort of way to get rid of stress, or maybe there's built up stuff within them.
Yeah.
And the wrestlers, they're okay with that. It's fine. It's a part of it. And
they paid, those wrestlers?
Funny enough, they throw coins into the ring.
Okay.
Yeah. I completely missed. Anyway, but like, they throw the coins in the ring, and these and they collect them. The wrestlers collect them,
and that's how they get paid.
I don't know if there's any more, but like, obviously the top tier wrestlers would get a substantial amount, a decent amount. They make a living. Well, these local guys potentially not. They do for the love of it. Just like us playing football. Yeah, it's kind of like that for them.
It's the same crack.
Yeah, and some of them are really athletic. Now, I'm kind of messy when I say it's kind of a localized thing, and it is a localized thing, but it's like the top 2 fights on the day. We'll say the main event. The headliners
versus Ballyclaw.
Yeah,
the equivalent, like.
These lads they're good, like.
And do they have dreams then, I wonder?
They probably dream, yeah. They go into REM.
Where's the next? Is there a step over from the local wrestling into, like, is there a senior or intermediate?
I actually guarantee that they want to go and perform in Mexico City. Yeah. That's the big one. That's like
Croke Park.
That's Croke Park.
Yeah.
That happens maybe twice a month.
Okay.
That's huge. That's packed out with thousands of people.
Yeah. Okay. And I presume then the further you get up, then I think I'm not a wrestling fan, but I think wrestling, it's all like the more charisma you have.
Yeah, on the mic, you're dead right.
Yeah.
Before it and afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you get these, especially handsome looking lads They get all the kind of,
Like, you remember McGregor now, and I wouldn't be a fan of McGregor now, but when he was rising up, Conor McGregor, when he was rising up through it, Jesus Christ almighty, he was mesmerising. Like,
but fantastic athlete too, to be
fair.
fair.
And a fantastic athlete, but you have to kind of have and probably like fucking... he was Irish as well. Like Irish people don't do MMA. Like it's growing now as a thing.
Yeah, because of him.
Yeah, because 100% because of him.
Yeah.
But he was just box office from the word go because Dana 50 G's.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, it was perfect.
Like fucking
perfect promo.
Perfect promo.
Yeah.
How the fuck did we I didn't trending topics with Cornelius Patrick O'Sullivan. This is what trending topics is.
Yeah, we did it before. Yeah,
we did it in the old podcast, guys. This is a new podcast now in the Fearless Digital Studios.
You probably have a crossover with the same fans, I would assume.
Same fan, I'd say.
Same fan,
yeah. Hopefully he or she is still listening. Hashtag presidential race.
Yeah, I haven't really taken much interest in it, to be honest. Just move on. Not too bothered.
Right. Okay. Do you know who's candidate for it? Conor McGregor's trying to.
He won't get the support though, is that thing? And the what you call it as well.
Would you like him as our president?
Here I wouldn't. No, he's a bit too far the other side, isn't he? He's a bit too mental, and there's no nuance with McGregor, I would assume.
Yeah.
Where you want a person who'd be.
He might make coke legal or something like that. Cocaine legal in Longford. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's probably a no.
Yeah.
Jim Gavin then as well.
Gavin?
Yeah.
I actually think Jim Gavin wouldn't be a bad option.
He could be good. He was in the army, so I assume he's good leadership qualities.
He won 5 All-Irelands with Dublin back to
that's
back.
even better, yeah. That's even better.
Yeah, he's in the army. No, did you mention the army? Do you want to know the fucking army head in there as well? Like, he's a bit boring as well. Like, Michael D is a poet, He's pretty cool, right? And he makes a stand, doesn't he? He makes
certain issues. He does fucking
absolutely. Like, he's called out fucking the Irish government with Palestine.
Bit too soft with the Israelis,
No, fucking fair play to him. So he'll be a hard man to defend. Like, I don't know who else is running for it, but that's what was trending. But you don't seem to have any interest in.
Yeah, I wouldn't know
who wants to be. Sure, it's only a stupid old fucking thing, anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think to be fair, now I would agree with you. But at least it gives you a platform, and Higgins did make use of his platform.
It's a statesman kind of job. Statesman.
Yeah. And he kind of represent, in fairness, the majority of the Irish with certain topics, and I think that's a good thing. So you can use it as good, even though your powers obviously you don't really have a whole pile of power, but at least you can.
You have to sign off on things. I think. All right. I think one president didn't sign off on something, and he was called a thundering disgrace. I can't think of his name now. I think Carrill O'Dowling. Does that ring a bell? I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't really ring a bell to me now either, and I'm saying it. But but I think he was called a thundering disgrace, and then he resigned. But there is that little kind of like weird thing that it has to be before it goes in. Like, if you're passing a law, it just needs a signature from the president.
Yeah, but that signature is always it should be always on the way, really.
Yeah.
But it's a kind of
it's mostly statesmanship. Like, you go to the White House on Paddy's Day.
But best of luck to them all.
Yeah, sure.
I don't care. They won't affect me one way.
No. It might be a bit of crack if Conor McGregor got in.
Yeah, but
I don't want him in now, but it might be a little bit of crack. Like, do you know what I mean?
He'd just never get the support though. Who could support him to get to actually go for it?
There's fucking thousands of scumbags that fucking live all over Ireland.
Doesn't he some...
The lads with the tricolour, that they're at the marches.
Yeah,
they're all going to vote for him.
Yeah.
Fucking Egypts.
They won't get up to vote.
Yeah, they won't get up to vote.
No disrespect.
No, I think disrespect.
You're plenty disrespect.
Yeah, plenty disrespect. Yeah. Hashtag yellow rain warning.
Yeah, very bad for the local economy.
Don't eat yellow snow.
Yeah, it's just a bit of rain, isn't it?
Yeah, but like...
Should be sun for ages. A bit of rain would be grand.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
What are you warning us about? Like, it's fucking Ireland.
Yeah. When I was in Mexico, actually, there was torrential rain. So at 4 p.m. every day would lash down rain. Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah.
Every day at 4 p.m.
Every day at 4 p.m. without fail. Yeah. There are massive thunderstorms.
That's very fucking...
Bang on.
Jim Carrey. What's the name of that movie where it just fucking rains down? What's that? Where he's inside and his whole life has been filmed.
The Green Mile.
No.
The Truman Show. It's the word of the year.
The Green Mile, that's the fella that's in jail, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he has all the flies that come out of his mouth.
Yeah.
The Truman Show. Do you remember when he's on the beach and it's just like a little fucking shower of rain just lands down on him?
Yeah.
Remember that? That's kind of 4 o'clock Mexico vibes.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, in the summer it's actually weird. It's very chaotic. Yeah. So in winter it's actually way more stable. A bit cooler, but way more stable. But then you were saying about the weather?
I don't know what I was saying.
Yellow
yeah,
warning.
that's just warm. So just be careful, I suppose.
Yeah, it's yellow. It's not even.
Yeah.
You know,
Is
what's
it
the
piss?
point?
Is it rain? We don't know.
Yeah, we've warnings for everything now.
We have warnings for everything.
The yellow warning. I mean, that's so.
Yeah.
Like, who cares?
No, I don't really care. Actually, I don't know why I fucking brought it
You
up.
wrote it on the board even.
That's what's trending today. So I'm just like, and I actually trying to look for stuff that's not depressing that's trending. Like, because I mean, we'd have plenty to talk about if we want to get into the depressing stuff. Hashtag dodgy. This is the last one now, right?
Okay, thank God.
Dodgy box.
Yeah. I did a bit of
Crack
research
that.
on this now, and apparently there are 700,000 households within Ireland that are utilising a dodgy box. 700,000. We have 1.7 million households in Ireland. So that's like 20%.
Fucking hell, that's a lot.
That's a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never used one, have you?
I don't have one, but I have been in undisclosed locations where to watch matches where they're
In like pub environments and stuff. Who could say?
I don't know. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. But like, do you know what? I don't fucking am I like? Basically, the dodgy box, for what I know, is you get a fire stick, and plug it into something, and then you have all the channels.
Or that's the way it is now, yeah.
Is
in
that
my
what
mind,
it is?
I was actually, to be honest, I was visualising an actual box.
Yeah,
I didn't realise it's now just a little...
Well, I think that's it, and you pay...
USB.
You pay a subscription, a yearly subscription, and then you get all the fucking channels.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And the yearly subscription's about 100 quid or something like that.
I'll definitely get one, so.
But you know what I mean, though?
Yeah.
Like, and at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck about Sky.
No, I tried to cancel Sky a couple of years back. And
you'll end up fucking getting into another 40-year contract when you try and...
I could tell you, man, I was going to China. Honest to God. Honest to God. I'm actually going to China. I just want to say it. I'm going to China. He tried to convince me. Honest to God, he tried to convince me, what do you watch? I watch sport, and you'll miss it.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm fine. I'll be grand. It was like, honestly, it was like break up zone. It was super weird.
I worked for Abtran, right, call center years and years ago, about 15 years ago, and I was selling half-price movies and sports, right? And you had a script, and you had like rebuttals on the script.
Can you go off script?
You can, like I used. So basically, you would have to get a score. You'd have to get a certain amount of sales every day.
Yeah.
But if I used their script, I wouldn't get the sale. But if I kind of started talking normally, and kind of worked slightly off the script, I think people prefer that. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this, like, they had rebuttals on the script, and I remember I rang this. So you wouldn't ring it; it would ring, right, and then you'd have your call, and then when your call is over, your call would end, and another call would just start.
Oh God!
Right, so it was relentless, right? And I was selling half-price movies and sports, and we were ringing people in Scotland from Ireland, right? And this fucking old lady, this granny from the Outer Hebrides, answered the phone anyway, and I was like, "Hi, how's it going? Is Cornelius here from as Sky? I'm just giving you a quick call." Blah, blah, blah. So I was trying to sell her. She had cancelled. She'd gone down to the basic package. I'll never forget this. And I was selling half-price movies and sports, right? And on the movies, you had the Disney Channel, and I was like, "So do you?" I go, "I know, I have no interest whatsoever. No, I can't do Scottish. Yeah, I have no interest. I'm only a wee." And like one of the rebuttals is, "Have you got grandkids?" So I was like, "Oh, that's no problem. Have you got grandkids?" "Oh, I have grandkids. Wouldn't you like them to watch Disney? Wouldn't you like them to have what you didn't have? Like fucking hell above tonight. Like these are the things." And then she ended up signing up for it. I fucking felt like shit.
Well, yeah, that's the.
But I did hit my target for the day, so
Should have liked it, really.
Did I feel that bad? You know?
Yeah, I'd feel bad. I'm too soft.
I felt bad.
I don't care about targets. Unlike yourself, I'd be more about a people person and kind of centric that way.
Is that the way you'd be? Is it? You'd be into people, is it?
I'd be.
Whereas I'm just like.
I draw the
sales.
picture as a picture, but like, would you reach your targets? You seem to be happy.
You're fucking hiring small fellas to get you chickens over in Mexico, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's true. That could be unethical now, thinking about it. But they seem happy. They don't know their way of employment.
Couldn't they do the bagging?
I suppose the count is very high.
But like that's Sky for you. Like that was like,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, they might come for us here now this podcast. Like, and if you do, I'm sorry. No, I just not making it up. It's just a joke.
I always find it's tough though. Even I'm slagging the lad, but like he has to follow the script, like you were saying. So I felt bad for him in a way as well. But he's kind of wasting my time. I'm wasting his time.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Everyone wasting time.
We're all wasting each other's time. Yeah. It's pointless, isn't it?
If you wanted, if we just get it. But like the dodgy box though, like I have, ethically, I don't have any problem with it, unless it's going to, like, fucking you know, unless it's going who's behind it? Like, is it going to fucking someone who's using it to traffic in fucking women?
I don't know.
Do you know, sometimes
I'm not
these
sure.
criminals are behind all these kind of stuff.
Yeah, but it could be a normal lad as well. Like.
If it's a normal lad, I say fair play. But if it's a trafficker, fuck off.
Yeah, no, I think that'd
be fair.
That's a fair way to look at it.
Yeah.
So we're kind of dodgy boxes. We'll take them or leave them, depending on who's giving.
Yeah, if it's not a criminal enterprise, go you.
But it's still a criminal enterprise. It's illegal. So
Yeah.
no matter who's doing it, it's still illegal.
That's the thing about criminality, isn't it? It's like we love that in Ireland though as well. Like
it's kind of the cute kind of cute tourism, isn't it?
Yeah.
We like that.
It's like fucking hell. Have you just got? I have the dodgy box.
Yeah.
I have the dodgy box coming away over here. Just fucking mighty job altogether.
The only thing I'd be worried about, really, and I think it's reaching the headlines, is because they obviously want to clamp down, they want to scare people.
Yeah.
But the only thing that would scare me is poor quality. You know, so if it isn't great quality, I'd be annoyed.
Yeah, no, you are a man of integrity.
That would super annoy me. So that's the only thing that put me off.
Yeah, well, I think by all accounts, and I don't have one, but by all accounts, it is like top class quality. You have all of the sports. This thing as well. Like I might get one.
You're kind of talking me into it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I might get one because like you have all the sports channels, all of them.
Are you going to your script now? You're going to go into your sales pitch.
Do you have kids? Would you not want them to watch? But they have, and then all the movie channels,
Yeah.
and then all the regular channels. But
Yeah, it's pretty good. No, it is pretty good.
they're probably going to clamp down by the time we go around to getting it.
Yeah, like I said, it's with so many people apparently that have it, they can't clamp down on everyone. It's not feasible. Like, it's
And
not
exactly,
viable.
if they caught you and they were like, okay, we're going to make an example of you, yours, like, there's another fucking 699,000 people in Ireland using it, like.
Yeah.
Going
So,
by your figures.
Yeah, I didn't double check them at all.
So you didn't fact check them, is it?
Not at all, no.
Okay, all right.
Not at all,
Okay,
no.
well, I'll take it as a
I
fact.
could have made it up
Yeah.
completely, I'm not sure.
That concludes Trending Topics with Cornelius Patrick O'Sullivan. I thought that was actually a pretty decent
That was
episode.
easy. We need a jingle though.
Yeah, there's a jingle on the way.
Yeah.
There's a jingle on the way.
Very good, very good.
Why are you saying we need a jingle? What's wrong
No,
with
just a bit more professional. But all lads here are professional. You, on the other hand, you know, you kind of
I have a shirt.
you're kind of
I
out
have
of
a shirt
sync.
on.
Yeah, no, I'm very impressed with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
like-
The beard is kind of looking good
Well,
too.
I do need a haircut and a beard.
What's the breakdown numbers? How many people watch or how many people listen?
Well,
What's
we
the
had a
story?
fan at the last podcast, so I'm hoping that he or she will come over.
Yeah.
And then these haven't, like this is episode 2. We haven't launched anything yet.
This is going on YouTube, is it?
It will definitely be going on YouTube. It'll
Very
be going
good.
on Spotify. You'll be able to watch every single week. You'll be able to listen to it from an audio perspective, the way you. But you'll also be able to watch the episode. And the lads are absolutely incredible. Like, I mean, we've got great plans. We're going to try and make each episode like a kind of
I think
a bit
you're
of art.
I think you're the test of me, and then they're going to get a really skilled podcaster. in.
Kind of like you today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like
Me
you
too.
today.
And nobody disagreed. Nobody fought for me. I'll remember this for the rest of my life.
Please subscribe, right? If you're listening to this, please subscribe, hit the feckin' all the stuff. What it is, I hit the bell, listen to it, subscribe, press the buttons. Also, I have a Patreon. Patreon has been
Here
going.
we go.
The Patreon, the link is in the bio. It's just myself and Noel. I wouldn't have anyone else on. I've had, like, do you know what I mean? I want to keep that very good. That's what I'm lumped to do with that, like, you know. So, yeah. So, that's the fucking murky world of the business done there now.
Yeah, very
You know what I
good.
mean?
Is that a thing you just put in every 28 minutes? A little pitch.
28 minutes. Yeah,
That's
it's the
very
same kind of like. It's kind of like the rainfall in Mexico, every 28 minutes or every 4 hours. It just.
You plug something, you throw something in. Very
And
good.
how long would it rain for in those? Like, was it like just? Was it?
Honest to God, it could rain for about an hour, but they don't have the infrastructure to deal with any sort of rain. During the same time with the floods in Texas,
Yeah,
that was the rain we were getting. I remember there was
that's torrential, man.
yeah, there was a group. Was it kids that were killed there? They were kind of washed away. We were getting serious rain as well at that stage. Yeah, it was mad stuff. We used to be walking to the shops or even to the baseball, and the water would be up their heels, even up their shins and stuff.
Jesus.
Yeah, mad stuff. Yeah.
Before I go into the first question, right? I just want to the food. Like, I love Mexican food. I fucking like. I would eat tacos every day if I could.
Tacos.
And I lived and worked in Texas, down in South Texas, down in
Yeah.
Dallas, for periods of my life. Shout out to Uncle Mike. And Tex-Mex is a type of food down there, which is kind of an abbreviation.
Yeah, it's a mixture. It's kind of a collab between the American and the Mexican.
And
The Mexican
Mexican.
food is probably a little bit different, to
Yeah.
be fair. Yeah, it's delicious. Yeah, delicious. They have a lovely kind of philosophy as well. Like, even going out in Mexico, and Ireland's brilliant too, but it's just different. Ireland, you go, like, we came home to Dublin, and we spent the night in Dublin after Mexico, and it was like literally walking the road, the streets in in the capital, and straight away I was accosted by people like, you know, like, oh, give me something, give me this, or where are you going? Lads pissing on the wall, whereas in
Dublin?
Yeah, in Mexico it wouldn't be tolerated. Like, it just doesn't happen. No disrespect.
That's just Dublin, though, isn't it?
yeah, maybe just
that would never happen in Cork.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, probably might.
Yeah, it's just weird. And then you got
Butterford.
to, but people, for definitely Butterford, yeah, fucking church out if I can ripe with it. But like, yeah, I can't remember what I say.
Yeah,
Is that right?
yeah, that's totally okay.
No, it's just the people that they
the
say.
food is what I was wondering. What type of like, was there anything that you ate over there that you had never eaten?
Grasshoppers. You'd have grasshoppers in the centre of the country. Lovely. Yeah, you could have a bowl of crunchy grasshoppers, and they were super nice. It's just once you get your mind out of what it is, it just tastes. Everything is just a footage, really, isn't it? You just eat it. It's sustenance, really.
Would you have a dip?
I just sprinkle of salt, honest to God, and you just throw them down. Yeah, it's a delicacy there in their part of the world. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, no, it's tasty enough.
Really?
Would I have again? You know, if I went to a restaurant, I'd probably get a burger and chips.
Yeah, I would too.
As opposed to grasshoppers, but like it's not bad.
Yeah,
yeah, they're quite nice. But I think it's
deep fried
grasshoppers. Yeah.
If you deep fry anything, it's fucking grand. Really,
it's grand.
It?
Yeah, it's grand. No, they were moving, so
they were alive.
They were alive. Yeah. So.
Okay, so the first question I have for you there, right, is so we're friends for a long time.
It's a bit of a strong term, going.
We're acquaintances for a long time. We know each other a while. Okay, going back years.
Yeah.
Okay, and we've worked together and stuff like that. And I'm assuming that look, obviously people from the previous incarnation of this podcast will be very familiar with you, but we're going to be reaching a new audience this time as well. So what I would like you to do is I'd like you to give our origin story from your perspective. Right?
No matter.
Like where you see, how you see us, and how you see how we met and how we've developed and how our friendship has grown, and what is the story of us.
Very good. First of all, you're a lot older than me, so we wouldn't have really...
Very similar.
We're actually
both in our
really.
40s.
Yeah, but
we're both in our 40s.
You're edging towards the 50 mark, half century mark.
Are we in our 40s?
You're by far the oldest in the studio here.
40s.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Both in our 40s.
So we didn't really hang out in primary school, should we? Didn't?
No,
that would be weird actually if you hung around with me.
What class were you in? Like, I remember getting the bus. at the end of the road.
Yeah.
And then I'd hop on and I'd get my seat, and then I think there was 2 stops before we pick you up.
Yeah.
And you'd come on, and you have a twin brother.
I do. Yeah.
Like, Owen is your twin brother. He'd come on and he'd be so happy.
He's very happy-go-lucky
and
lad,
like such a fucking like vibrant human. And then you'd come on and you'd be you were the exact opposite of them.
Yeah, not a people person.
Yeah.
Back then,
from a young age.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. But that's, I suppose, I don't remember that.
That's my first memory of you.
So you look at me as I was a young lad going on the bus. Okay, fair enough. That's fine. My first memory of you, actually, there was some sort of celebration in the village. I don't know if you remember this. And I don't know, there was some parade of some sort. It could be Paddy's Day or something, I don't know. And I remember I was running and I fell in the palm of my hands while the band were playing. And I look back and I just remember you chatting up some girl. For whatever reason, that's in my mind when I think about you. So you kind of struck me as a Romeo. You looked horrendous. So I was laughing. Even back then, I knew it would never work out.
But you were in pain, were you?
Yeah, but I was. That's kind of you being potentially rejected, kind of softened the blow. But that's my first memory of you, actually. Yeah, back then. So I think, and I remember you had a bit of a left foot as well in football. Right, is that it?
Yeah.
Bit of a left foot.
Yeah, a bit of a left foot.
They always stand out, kind of lefties stand out, don't they?
Left, hurling as well, a Kit Oak. They call it Kit Oak.
Yeah.
My next memory of you then, because it was very fleeting when we were younger.
Yeah.
But I remember you were a mentalist. You were training to be a mentalist, a mind reader, and there was always a kind of a little fucking bit of an intrigue about you around the place, because you were off on cruise. Like when you did your leaving cert. Did you do this when you were leaving, sir? Did you spin? What did you do after?
Yeah, I just went to Aden. I went to Mauritius. I just spun the globe and literally picked a place, and I went to Mauritius before they started doing it on YouTube and the apps to do it. Like, I was a bit of a trendsetter.
What year was this like?
I would have been 18, 19, I suppose. I was really quite young. Maybe, 19, I would say. Yeah, and I kind of went off to Mauritius, and I remember doing magic there. They used to call me the White Witch. I was there for a couple of months. It was gas. Yeah, it was really interesting. So magic is sleight of hand. And I used to do stuff with cards and coins, or I'd use their currency, whatever it was back then. I don't know what it was. And it was fierce funny. I remember meeting a homeless lad. He was very interesting. He spoke, obviously they speak French, but he was absolutely fluent in English as well. And I think he was a pimp, because he tried to set me up with
a homeless pimp.
Yeah, I think so, yeah, because he tried to set me up with a prostitute, but I didn't really have any interest at the time. But
that was a pimp you met, actually.
I remember.
He was just hanging around. Actually, he wasn't homeless. He was just hanging around in the area, like.
No interest in magic after, so I don't know why I brought him. But no, I used to show him. I used to show people magic, and he was one of them. And you used to be actually big crowds gathering. I remember there's a fellow high up. I can't even give him a title, but he was high up in their government, and like I used to show dim magic, and more people were gathering, and this and that, like, and it was really basic stuff.
Yeah.
You know, but they used to buy it hook, line, and sinker, and I just got and I was into magic before that, and I used to practice a decent chunk, but that was my first foray into, I suppose, showing the general public magic.
Yeah.
And the reactions were crazy, like, you know, were crazy, especially in that environment. They probably just, they didn't see a whole pile of magic on the island.
Yeah.
So Mauritius is quite small.
Yeah.
So so that's my first foray into it. And then I went actually trained under Ronnie James Piper. So he's a very good mentalist in Europe. So that was in Spain. So I like the first couple of shows I did, I was brutal.
Yeah.
Absolutely so bad. But then,
so he trained you in mentalism, is it?
Yeah.
And what's the difference between magic and mentalism?
Yeah, mentalism, it just deals with the mind. So you're like, it's probably more believable. I don't know, is it now in this new world of technology where you can Google everything? But I still think there's probably an intrigue towards mentalism, where people think, oh, okay, there's a chance. Like I get a person to think of something, I'm revealing something. There's no backtracking, we'll say, for the spectator. So maybe they think there's something maybe it's real. Whereas in a magic, there's an object potentially, like a deck of cards, or maybe a coin, or whatever. So there's an object involved. So I think deep down most people think there's some sort of manipulation of some kind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think.
Yeah. Because I remember. So we'll say when you were in Mauritius. I remember you were doing the cruise ships then as well.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, cruise ship. Oh, sorry, true. Yeah. I was literally working all over, so I took any show that I could. And then I came back home.
And you got an agent. What was the name of your agent?
Grooveyard.
Because we did some gigs with them.
They were nice lads.
They were sound.
He was sound. James was sound. He was the owner. Yeah, he was sound. But sure, we did gigs in pubs. We were getting getting boxes, headbutts. We were doing stuff.
I did a gig. I did a match down in Macroom there a couple of weeks ago, and Danny was with me, and that fucking pub where Ashley nearly got a headbutt. You know, remember that?
Yeah, what was that drunk like at the beginning? Fuck it, we couldn't think of it.
But we're rushing ahead now because I wanna.
My first memory of you is you begged me for a gig. I remember you got into my emails or into my social media, but you didn't beg. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating, but you pretty much begged. Cove.
Oh, I did ask you for a gig.
Yeah.
Did I ask you for a gig, or did you ask me? I think I asked you. Yeah.
No, you definitely asked me.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have been in my radar at all. And but you asked me for a gig, and I was like, sure, look, we'll give him a go. You know, to see how he does. And I still remember there was this, it was in Cove, so it was an American audience.
The hotel.
The Commodore. The Commodore.
Yeah.
Is it still about?
I did a gig there 2 years ago, and they put myself and Noel up in the presidential suite.
I didn't get any fucking presidential suite, right?
Well, I was doing a poetry night. I was hosting a poetry night, and they had no other. They put us up there because all the other rooms were booked. Like,
very good.
Fucking savage. That was a big full circle moment for me from what you're about to say.
But we did a gig, and in fairness, it was very hard.
It was pretty hard.
It was pretty hard. I did okay, because it's magic. You're going to get a reaction with magic regardless, even if they're a shit audience.
Yeah.
They're still going to react to a climax. So
they're all having their dinner now as well, like, you know, and we're inflicting fucking entertainment onto them, like, you know.
Yeah, and
I couldn't get their attention.
I still remember, there was this one, this person in the centre, front centre, and wasn't laughing at all, no smiling throughout the entirety of the show. Mine, Pat, remember Pat was there as well. Pat was the MC, nice lad, Pat O'Shea. And you came on, and you straight away, you got a chair, you put it in the centre of the stage, you stood on the chair, and you pointed down to this member of the audience, you say, you sir, I will make you laugh yet, sir. You sir, I will make you laugh. And then this person stands up and goes, I'm a lady. So it was a really big, obese person. It was very hard to tell, in fairness to you.
In my defence, right, I didn't have my glasses on at the time, so...
But the silence.
The silence was deafening. And
I still remember just the tears rolling down my face. So a potentially awkward moment made it so much more awkward.
Yeah, I love
and nobody
I love
laughed.
that you love that.
Nobody laughed. So it made my day. So I said, yeah, I'll hang around with this lad now. So it was brilliant. We had a load of kind of those awkward moments, because it's never the good shows that you remember. Not really.
It's not. No, that was the first gig we knew each other as we were on the same school bus, but we didn't really know each other. We went to the same national school.
Yeah.
But I was in a couple of years ahead of you.
Yeah, and we did GA, of course.
And we did meet the GA, and 19, I remember you heading off around. I was fucking around the place. I was in London over and back as well. But then I remember when I came back from London, I think you'd been off the cruise ships, and I remember meeting you at a training session in Ballyclaw, and it was around that time when we kind of got going.
Yeah.
And I remember doing that gig with you, and then because we had good crack.
Yeah, it was good.
I had the Coco Club, which was running in Cork at the time. It's still running. Brilliant comedy club over the Roundy. Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. 2 shows on a Saturday. www.cococomedy.club.
But I around that time, right? Yeah, 40 minutes. Yeah.
I was starting the Coco Club at the time, and I was like, that's when you started gigging a lot with me.
Yeah.
And then we started gigging, and then we started.
We did the pub run.
We did the fucking the North Cork tour. Oh my god.
No, that was horrendous.
Absolutely. We had fucking people on the poster that weren't even. They never did any gigs for us.
No association with us at all.
Tiny James was on the poster. Like
we used to have a 2FM as well.
Yeah.
Their banner. What was it? If anybody asked, we listened to them a lot.
We listened to 2FM a lot. Yeah.
Jeez,
what's this? You're with Coca-Cola? Yeah, drink a lot of it. Like drink a lot.
We had FAI,
we
GA,
all their logos on the fucking program,
just to give us credibility.
Yeah, and it worked, to a certain extent.
I didn't really. They'd seen us, and then they were like,
we're never booking these lads again. Booking these lads again. And then we had this harebrained idea. I think it was my idea to do a double act, comedy mind reading double act.
That's right.
I'd focus on the comedy, you focus on the mind reading, and that's when the Supernatural Brothers was formed.
Well, just to beat you, there was actually the Sorcerer's Apprentice, if you remember.
Correct.
That was the original incarnation of our.
Yeah.
You used to have me. I don't know how you taught me this, but we used to strip pretty much down to our boxers at the end of the show. For what reason?
Well, just
there was no artistic reason at all.
No, because sometimes you'd be hot on stage, I
think it was a time filler. We couldn't get to 20 minutes, so it'd take us a few
playing
minutes.
a song in my jocks, and you were dancing. You were dancing. You literally had a dance. Do you remember the dance?
I can't dance.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Do you remember we did it in a corporate show?
Yeah.
It was the worst setting to do it in a corporate show.
Yeah. Inside the Metropole in
You're
Cork.
about people eating their dinner while we're getting down to our boxers. It was the most ludicrous. I couldn't believe it afterwards. You had something written on my chest. I can't remember. I think I've just blanked it out.
Yeah. Yeah,
but honestly, it was
but we took it seriously then when we went to the Supernatural Brothers, which was basically the exact same thing with a different name.
That's what we rebranded.
And but the funny thing was we were shit. Oh, we were so shit.
We used to go on stage and literally mock the audience for the first 4 minutes.
That fella's old.
Yeah,
that fella there, he's old.
And I used to
look. What's that?
Yeah.
Crow's feet, is it? Like we were doing shit like that.
We used to say I had an unbeaten record. I remember I was 45-0 against women.
He never lost to a woman. Like.
Yeah, it was so bad. Like.
Yeah, very bad, man. That was your joke, though. I didn't write that at all.
Did I?
Yeah, that was your joke.
That was horrendous.
I'll distance myself from that joke even today.
But a lot of our stuff on YouTube is now gone.
Yeah.
You notice that?
It's all gone.
It's all gone. Yeah, we had to clean that up. But it was always meant in a good way, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It came.
The audience didn't see it that way at all, though.
No.
They weren't in on the joke at all.
No, they definitely weren't. But what we used to do, it used to be start tough and sometimes win them back.
That was our thing. It was like our junior Bs at the moment.
Yeah.
We'd fucking go down 2-2 to no score, and then we'd start playing.
Yeah.
Do you know?
And there's something that I still love about that. Something is not going well. I have a fascination on stage of a person not going well, and maybe them being oblivious, or maybe doing a 360, they're aware but they don't care.
Yeah.
I find that fascinating. I'd find that more entertaining than a person who we say who's stormy it. I think there's so much merit and so much art in the person.
Yeah.
They're sticking to their guns. They find that funny, and so they're going to plow on with this regardless. So I think there's something to that I find fascinating.
And you doing comedy anymore yourself?
No, I've retired since.
Yeah.
I've retired since. There's so many things.
But I do know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I do know what you're saying. And
it's like Andy Kaufman-esque.
Exactly. And we used to make things hard for ourselves.
Yeah.
We kind of copped ourselves on. And then I remember we said, that was it. We're not doing this anymore.
Yeah.
We're gone. We're ending this. And then we got a gig that was paid.
No, that was very unusual for us.
Like, we weren't getting paid for any of these gigs, like, or very, very little, maybe €50, like, to go to Enniscorthy. But then we got a gig in Valencia Island. Someone emailed me and they said, we've got, was it the fucking triathlon was on?
Triathlon was on the same day, yeah.
And they were like, the triathlon is on, there's going to be 200 people inside. Was it Bernard Casey booked us?
Bernard Casey, yeah.
It was Bernard Casey booked us.
Yeah.
There's going to be 200 people here. It's going to be classed. You'll have double microphones. I can give you 200 and a place to stay. And we were like, fucking 100 each. What the fuck are we going to do with this kind of cash?
Drink some food and yeah.
And so we had parted ways, like we weren't going to, and I rang you and I was like, what you think? And you were like, grand. And then we drove all the way, we did no rehearsal, we drove all the way down and we were talking about football all the way down, and then we got there because we were like, we're just doing this for the money. And then I was only going out with Noelle for a wet week, and I saw her brother there and I was like, fuck.
Yeah, I remember the car. Yeah,
I was like, we need to rehearse. We're on now in an hour, like, we need to rehearse. I mean, we got a room and we went up and we went through it, and we fucking had a great gig.
It went so well.
Yeah,
it went so well. Yeah, it was probably one of our better ones.
It was, and we were like, let's take on the world. Let's take on the world. We're back, exactly. And that
was a good memory. Actually.
That was a good memory.
And we've done gigs since in Warville. Actually,
Dylan Moran. We supported Dylan Moran.
Used to be my hero.
Yeah,
it still is my hero.
Yeah.
No, in fairness,
he's kind of like the person you were saying. Like, he doesn't give a fuck.
He doesn't care. Yeah, and I hope he's doing well. But yeah, we opened up for him. I remember after I thought we did okay.
We did grand.
And I remember there was a stagehand backstage with us, and Dylan Moran looked at him, and he noticed that we were just on stage, and he's like, how did the boys get on? And we're all there, and your man never answered. He just, there was silence. And I remember Dylan just looking at him, looking at us and smiling, and then walked away. And it still sticks to me, like, he was my hero.
Yeah.
Why couldn't your man say,
but we
the
got
lads
back
were
at
good?
him. We got back at him.
Yeah, we ate his sweets.
We had his sweets when he was on stage. So
but why didn't the stagehand just say, the lads were good?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, why? There was nothing. He didn't say anything.
And we weren't bad. We were good. Actually, I remember that was a good gig.
That was a good gig, yeah. So imagine in front of your hero. Just give me some sort of validation.
Yeah, come on, you fucking dickhead. I don't know who he was.
I
can't remember who he was.
But it makes me laugh. It's funny.
And I do remember fucking eating the sweets afterwards, and he was on stage and the two of us were back there and we were just eating these sweets. And I remember saying to you, I don't know if you remember, just going like, fuck it, this is kind of cool. Like, this is kind of cool.
And then you find out he's paid multiple thousands, and
I think we did for exposure, I think.
That's an awful thing, isn't it? Yeah. You learn as you go, exposure.
Yeah. I did for 10 years, I did gigs for exposure, man. For like, that's what it was. That's what comedy is for 10 years.
Yeah.
If you get any money at all in your first 10 years of comedy,
it's petrol.
It's petrol, it's fucking burgers and chips.
Yeah.
So then I think the highlight of the Supernatural Brothers was that show then that we did in the Lodge.
Yeah, Lodge is in Mallow, so that's our home place. So it's a bit of pressure we perform at home, but you can't be shit, really. If you're shit, it kind of sticks with you, doesn't it? You like wherever. But I like performing to strangers, but you can be more of a whoever you wish to be. Yeah. Whereas you're home, you have to. They know you, so it's a little bit awkward.
Family and friends are going to be coming to this. Like,
yeah, exactly. So we did well there. I thought we did. We
really packed it out.
Yeah, and we rehearsed it. We tried hard. We
rehearsed, and I think the show. It was gas, like Mind Games was the name of the show, I just remember, and like we fucking rehearsed intensely for it, like, and
it was like for a week,
and it was like there was lots of technical mentalism stuff, and like at this stage now you had trained me up on some things with mentalism as well.
You were getting proficient at it, to be fair,
and I was getting decent enough at it, and I was enjoying it. And I think that was the best gig. And then I think when that was over, I think we kind of toured around and stuff like that. But it was just hard. Double acts are hard.
Like, that's the thing with entertainment, though. It's selling. People don't like. It's the stuff on stage is easy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's everything that goes along outside that. Like, so you have to sell who you are, and then there's loads of other entertainment options, and people don't know who you are. So how are you going to try and stand out from the rest of them? It's so hard now. Even now with social media, social media wasn't huge back then. Sure, it wasn't.
It was there, but like
it wasn't to be all in. You weren't. We'll say. Nowadays, I think you're judged by the amount of followers you have and the profile that you have, which is fair. I mean, at the end of the day, Venue wants to pack it out like or every opportunity. But no, back then it was hard.
It's a lot easier now if you've got a profile online. To sell tickets, definitely. Because when we were selling tickets, we were having to put fucking corporate logos on posters. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, we were completely
like going around. I remember going around with you in cars. I remember like looking at the map and going, we'll go we'll start in Mallow, we'll call it the High B, then we'll go to Bob's Bar in Kanturk, then we'll go to the Alley Bar in Newmarket, then we'll go into North Kerry into fucking Brusna, and then we'll come up then into Newcastle West and Limerick, and we'll come back down here then and
don't forget Boherbee.
We'll go to Boherbee, and we'd be driving around here, going in cold calling these fucking pubs to try and put on a comedy show for 200 euros, and we'd be like, you get 75, I'll get 75, that's 150, and we'll get 2 acts for 50, 25 each. That's the show.
And can you imagine, but like back home, like you're going, like think of your local pub and think of all the characters you have in your local pub, and next you get 2 lads setting up for like stand-up comedy that they know nothing about because it probably wasn't advertised. We're bringing our little dingy microphone, you know,
shitty sound system,
and then tell everybody to shut up. Saturday night is our night, and then we're going to entertain them if they like it or not.
And they didn't really like it.
They didn't, and would you blame them? Thinking
no, they didn't. You know? Some of them were a bit of crack, all right, but like most of them were hell on earth. And if I had to go back and do that again, I'd fucking wouldn't do it again.
No.
But I do think it does give you alligator skin for later in life.
Oh, really? Toughen me up.
And even for on stage as well. Like, do you know, like fucking very little now will affect you. I've seen, because you're doing a lot of my supports as well now at the moment, and like just years of alligator skin of that kind of stuff gives you alligator skin, and ability to deal with the crowds.
We've had physical altercations. We've had, but no, in fair, most people are nice though. That's what I will say. Most people will just get on with it, and watch the show and actually end up liking it. To be fair, I think it was probably a 70-30 split in terms of, you know, people like it, people who don't. You know,
30% like it.
Could be that. I guess
but for a finish, but to be fair, now we're for a finish. We were our show was class, and it was like we got rid of the insulting of the audience bit.
We finally,
I finally convinced you that. Do you know what? People want to be entertained, Pete. I'm sure not just for you and me here.
Few of those jokes are yours. That's the thing.
Some of them are mine.
They were fucking yours. No.
I like we wrote those shows together, and they were good crack.
It was fun.
They were good crack, and
but it's the journey going to the gigs, and talking about what happened afterwards,
and chips.
And the chips afterwards, and speculating how good was I? What you give me out 10?
Oh fucking hell, man! I remember those conversations, and you tell me what you think. And we'd be like analytically, like fucking building each other up in the car. Might have died in our holes, but by the time we got home, we were like, that was a great gig.
They just didn't get it.
They just didn't get it. Like, I mean, do you know what I mean? They're fucking stupid. Like, the audience. What the fuck did the audience
what
know?
What do they know? Boherbee the fuck?
So then we did. I think we just kind of came to a natural finish then. And then I suppose we both got married, and you like I kind of was anxious as well to do solo stand up as well. I was like, because that was my first love of solo stand up, and I felt doing a double act, even though it was great crack and all that kind of stuff, wasn't scratching my itch the way
I wanted. It gives you more room. To express yourself and whatever you wish to do. Because in a double act, you always have to be, I suppose, conscious of the other person and like, how do they want to portray the show. So it's never your own completely.
It's a collaboration, and it's grand. It's grand if you're like I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, but like I wanted to create my own stuff as well, and you wanted to do your own stuff as well, and we kind of separated our ways and whatever, and. I don't think... Did we do one gig after the pandemic together?
We did a couple. Chris was there, Bernard was there. Well, Chris was at one gig headline and Bernard was at another, and we did a double act. It was good.
Oh, and we did one of Chris's supports down in Dolan's as well.
That's right,
as a double act.
And again, look, you have so much stagecraft, it's regardless of not fucking, we say rehearsing or whatever, it's grand, isn't it?
Yeah.
We could go back to the old reliable
We just fell back into the old routine, it was grand, but... I think that stage then you were kind of focusing. Am I right in saying this? You were like, because you've got like you were excellent. Well, you were above average Gaelic footballer, and let's not give you a big job to it. But like you know, that's your, and then your field is.
I'm doing. So what I do.
So talk about what you're doing now, which just brings us up to date. Then.
So I'm doing strength conditioning is what I do. So I'm working with an athlete now, a swimmer who wants to go to the Olympics. So he's very high up in the national rankings. I work with GA players, runners, all sorts. Runners that ran with Ireland, masters level. GA player, Tom, who's represented Cork at masters level. All sorts. So I'm doing masters in that at the moment. So that's my field. I love it. I love S&C. So that's my area. I love it as much as why you'd probably love comedy. So that's my thing. And in terms, I'm supporting you now. In we'll say going here and there. But that's for the crack. I like the crack and the mischief going up there. In terms of performing, it's grand. It's fine. It's good crack. But that's my area there. I love that. So that's the thing. I get up in the morning and that's what I look forward to.
And then last year you got the Ballyclod Junior Bs back sabbatical. So that's where our parish, that's our club, Ballyclaw, and they didn't have a junior B team for 10 years, and you resurrected it with the view to go back playing.
Yeah.
And then you got me involved in it.
Yeah.
And Jason
yeah.
is the other wise man.
Yeah.
And all the old school players are back involved in it, and it has brought yourself and myself in. It's brought us into a situation where we're hanging out with each other.
Yeah, forced
into each other again. For the, you know,
don't say it like that.
Outside, you know. Well, I don't know how.
Forced into
can I
each
say it with more vengeance? Fucking having to hang around with you again. But we're doing something that is completely what we love. We love the GA.
Yeah.
I fucking love the GA, and I was an okay player. And I did a bit of managing and wasn't involved for 10 years. And then you were like, would you come back and be the coach? And I was like, grand job, no training though. And you were like, brilliant, yeah. And I was like, so we basically just send out the texts, get the lads there on the day and try and galvanise it together. And we're into a semi-final now, North Cork semi-final.
Yeah.
And literally, it's all we talk about.
Yeah, and I knew we get bitten by the bug. I don't know about the listeners. Now, it's Junior B football, so it's never taken seriously. But it stepped up a level, Junior B.
I take it seriously. You take
no,
it
see, that's the thing. You're not meant to take it seriously.
Oh, yeah.
But myself, yourself, and Jason, like we be texting, WhatsApping, 10-minute voice notes, so speculating on what we do here, what are the tactics here. We did pre-mortems, post-mortems. You know, probably going way too far. But we just bitten by the magic. It's in the blood, and even though it's carefree to the players behind the scenes, we do take it seriously.
Yeah,
we do.
Yeah,
there's no point to deny.
And it's so we like it's been. I have to say, man, it has been the most beautiful journey.
Yeah,
honestly, like we're like I love comedy. I love doing our double act. I love fucking podcasts. I love my job, but like. Do you know, it's that's your job, like, do you know what I mean? S&C is going to be your job, like, do you know what I mean? That's your job. It's nice to, and it's a hard thing to do now, to hang around with your friends.
Yeah.
Like, Danny's involved, Tommy's involved, the model's involved. Yeah. I had lads that I coached at minor, Curtin and Barry Morrissey, and, you know, and then we've got a few superstars back from the olden days that were brilliant with the junior A's.
Yeah.
And our league we lost our first two of the games, and then we won our third game, and then we got a bye, and then we lost, and then we drew, and we kind of mid-table in the league, but we were gearing ourselves up for championship, and the first round of championship was against Glanworth, and fucking hell, man.
We peaked.
My God, like, talk about the Glanworth match there. Like, just talk about...
See, that's the thing with Junior Bs. It's like, sometimes with football, you get to an age and it's done. And I think, like, if you play football from, like, we'd say from your 7, 8 years of age, and then all of a sudden it's taken away, no matter what standard it is, it's a loss, isn't it?
It's a loss.
So, you know, it's something that means a lot for a lot of people. So the reason why we set up Junior Bs initially is just to give lads, again, another, I suppose... you know, another outlet for them to play and to meet up and to be social, and I had a bit of competitive kind of competition as well. So I think that was the reason behind it. So we were a bit potentially laissez-faire at the very beginning, but then, as I said, we got bitten by the magic. The league was kind of ups and downs, as you said, and then we got to the championship against Glanworth. Now these games, there's 4 teams, one team goes through, so you have to win every game. And
there's two groups.
Yeah.
So the winner of Group A plays the winner of Group B in the final.
Yeah, there's no second place.
There's no second place. If you lose, you're fucking out. We're playing Glanworth in the first game. We had a few injuries. We had a few lads missing, and Glanworth are an intermediate football team.
Yeah, they're a good club.
They'd be a great club. They're a great club. They remind me kind of a little bit like Ballyclaw from years ago. They're very good at hurling and football. They've got a good, like, they have good quality players in their squad at the moment, and their second team was going to be fairly decent, you know. And so we've been playing in the league 13 aside. We've got used to playing 13 aside. We were fucking, as you said, we're sending each other texts. What happens if this happens? I think we'll make this move if this happens, and we'll make this move if this happens. And we were all in agreement. We were all tuned into it. Of course, the players hadn't a fucking clue how motivated we were. They were fucking sauntering in with 5 minutes to go, like fucking. I
was setting up all my cones for the warm up.
Yeah,
didn't make
I was going through my speeches in my head, and and then we fucking won. But we found out before we were throwing it in then that the team picked, and the referee said I said to the referee, it's 13 aside. He goes, yeah. But then we found out that it was 15 aside for championship.
Yeah, true us for like.
So we fucking repicked the team.
Yeah.
5 minutes before we throw it in, all the preparation for the last 2 days was picking the team.
2 lads on the bench were like, we didn't really mean that was a joke.
Yeah. On you go.
On you go.
And then Glanworth went away off as we like flew into a lead. They went up by about fucking 6 or 7 points in 10, 15 minutes into it. And like all year long we've been talking about, we'll win the All-Ireland. We'll win the All-Ireland. And I went over to Pete and they were up about 6 or 7 points and I'd say we'll cancel those hotel rooms in Dublin for the All-Ireland. And but then fucking
we scored 2-2 towards the last 7 minutes of the second half. Crazy, absolutely crazy. Like, I mean, to be down so much and then to turn around like that and to have that resilience.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just trying to thinking here, your listeners, were talking about you were being see how much you were into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love it. Like, we would.
It started off with fucking baseball and wrestling.
This is what we talk. This is our life. Like,
I have 6 more questions. There's no way I'm going to answer them. I'm going to answer them. We're going to finish up now in a minute. But like, that win? How did you feel? How did you feel when the whistle went after that game?
You know what? I was delighted. But the next game. Let's talk about the next game.
So let's put the next game is very important. Yeah,
very important. Even more important. We're against a club, Killavullen. Now that in Junior B football, essentially you can't play the players that play in the first team. Now Killavullen's first team had a bye in the first round, so they utilised none of their first team players, we'd say.
Which was they were entitled to do it. We would have done the same. Like.
I'm not slagging or anything.
No.
That's just what happened. So they were particularly strong against us in the Junior B. So they were playing lads who will be playing with their first team.
Correct.
6, I would believe, 6 or 7.
I'd say about that.
About that, yeah. So we were definitely underdogs.
Massive underdogs, and also right. And this has to be said. We had played Glanworth 2 days prior to it.
Yeah.
Now we're Dad's army. We're after getting all these lads out of retirement. This fella was fucking playing like. Do you know what I mean? He's nearly 50.
Can't move no more.
Like there was like lads there that were just like, you know, like 3 or 4 lads in their 40s playing, right?
Yeah.
And we were very lucky that our first team, 2 players on our first team had been on holidays for the first round of the championship, so they were available to us for the matches, and they were young kids that brought a bit of speed into it. But we would have been underdogs. Go on, continue on.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, like, if you look at their strength, even their physique alone, like, all these guys are playing. They're playing ball.
Yeah.
They're going to the gym. They're training a lot. Whereas our lads, not all of them will be training. I think a fantastic bunch of lads. I think the 15 lads, I would die for them. Actually, they're just fucking, they're good, solid lads. Our lads.
Our guys, I absolutely agree.
They're just, I think there's a bit of magic in our team. But anyways, if you look at physical capacity of both teams, you would say, look, Kilvullen would be half favourites.
Yeah.
Because their players are playing a higher standard for the last couple of years. Whereas our lads, some of them haven't played in years. So
they haven't. They haven't.
And it's genuinely true. So Kilvullen went up first 5-10 minutes again, we had a poor start. And I don't know if you remember, but we're up 6-7 points potentially. They kicked a couple of 2-pointers.
They did, yeah.
Yeah, and then I don't know, something just clicked on us. And I
think as well what we had was right. We just, as you said there, there's a little bit of fucking magic in that group.
Yeah.
And they like all year round.
And there's a bit of bitterness.
That
they're not on the first team or weren't given a chance.
Yeah.
And that spills over.
Yeah. And they're utilising it, and we kind of called them on that as well. We're like, you know, like, I mean, on that day, like in the dressing room, I remember I was talking to him. I was like, "Look, lads, you know, we're playing a Junior A team here. Like, we're Junior B and we're playing a Junior A team. It's not their fault, but that's the way the fixtures have fallen." And Jason tried to change the Friday fixture, and for some reason they wouldn't change the Friday fixture. Now, had I known that we could have changed the Glanworth game, I would have changed the Glanworth game because it didn't suit us to play 2 days after, and the fucking pressure was on. And also, it has to be said, I live in Killavullen.
Yeah. No,
I drink in Killavullen.
Yeah.
My kids go to school in Killavullen. This was like, you know, like, and this is war. Like, this is parishes coming together in war. Like, you know, and then here I am on the with my like, you have to be with your club.
Oh yeah.
I think you wouldn't respect someone anyway if they fucking hopped over to the other side. Like, you know.
No, even as a Kilvullen lad, I'd be happy for you to remain a Ballyclaw lad, even though you live in Kilvullen.
Yeah.
Do you know, but that's the way it is. You wouldn't cross over.
You wouldn't cross over. And no, don't get me wrong. I go to Killavullen matches all the time, and I shout for Killavullen.
Yeah.
Because my kids go for Killavullen. But in this game,
it's like your second team in the Premiership.
Yeah.
That's hard to go.
Yeah. Who are my second team? They're like, well, my first team are Everton. We'll say my second team would be Barcelona.
Yeah, you're cheering Barcelona.
Yeah, I'm going for Barcelona.
Killavullen.
Yeah, or Napoli.
Yeah,
Napoli,
yeah.
Or Killavullen.
That's
They're all
the Italian lad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out.
Yeah. And so yeah, that's how we motivated them anyway. That's how we
and you know what, it did work. Like because it was like David against Goliath. You build that, don't you?
Yeah.
You know, it's like when the towns against the villages, or you know, we kind of lean into the townies, and they think they're superior than us, and like they're only about 4 miles up the road.
Yeah.
So, you know, it doesn't make any sense.
But this is it, and like we're lucky now because like by the time this podcast comes out, now the whole thing will be over.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So we can slide away, really.
You know, but like what I will say is like with that match, it was. Fucking hell, man. It just was magic because we were losing at half time and then not by much. And we made a couple of changes. We brought you on. We brought on a lad.
Tom with me, yeah, same age as me, went to school with me.
Another lad in his 40s who was playing for the Cork Masters the next day.
A combined age of 84.
Between the two of you, yeah. 84, Jesus Christ. And we just made a few changes, but everyone that came on, like what I felt was that, you know, I think, and this is the way the GA has gone this year, I think the best way you can be in any game is an underdog.
Yeah.
Like Cork went into the All-Ireland final this year and they were hot favourites. No one gave Tipperary a chance. Limerick went into the All-Ireland semi-final against Dublin. Nobody gave Dublin a chance.
Yeah.
Cork went down to play Limerick in the Munster final after being hammered by Limerick 3 weeks prior. No one gave Cork a chance.
Ballyclaw against
Killavullen. No one gave us a fucking chance. And my question to you is, right, and we'll wrap it up here now, right, because it's been a lovely conversation, is how did you feel? What was like in the aftermath of that match compared, because you're playing and you got this you got this whole thing going again so that you could play, but unfortunately you're ravaged with injuries and you're only able to kind of
just old.
Your knees aren't what they once were, so you can't.
Paul McGrath knees.
You Paul McGrath knees, yeah, you know. So like, what is the difference?
Do you know what it is?
In an emotional point of view,
it's like I said, it's pure magic. It's people fighting for each other, dying for each other, just going the extra mile for each other. Being courageous on the pitch too, because you'll be against a lad who could be, like I said, physically superior, but still you find a way to win. And I think there's some magic about that, like. And just lads being brutally honest, you know, and just not giving up.
Not giving up is the biggest thing.
Not giving up and just fighting.
Yeah,
you're fighting because you know, at the end of the day, you're fighting for your teammates.
Yeah,
and I think there's some magic about that, and I'm not joking. There's a bitterness that can be utilised. Maybe you were mistreated when you were younger. You're not on the first team for whatever reason.
I'll show you.
I'll show you, and maybe I'll show myself.
Yeah.
That I'm worthy, and I think that's a big thing. And I know it's our Junior B, but you must think of it like someone's Junior B could be like, for us it could be an All-Ireland final.
I may as well be managing Cork, man.
Yeah,
I may as well be managing the Cork senior hurlers.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
Yeah.
I am so. It takes. Like I was talking to Alessio before, right? And I was saying to Alessio, at the moment, in my head, it's my new show, right, that I'm writing at the moment. It's my family.
Yeah.
And it's the Junior Beats and the podcast then as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we have to mention that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they're the things, like, they're in my head, and it's all that matters. Like when we beat Killavullen, where we effectively now are into a semi-final, it's in our own hands. We're up against LC Gales. Now, were huge underdogs in that game. They won the league. They beat us already in the league. They're great. They're like I've seen them twice. I've seen them against us, and I went to see the league final when they were playing Butterfant, and we're up against it. But like, I'll tell you for nothing, I wouldn't back against us.
No, I'm telling you, there's something about us.
Yeah,
the way
I
we're
wouldn't
playing.
back against us.
And it's just a lovely vibe.
Yeah.
There's no egos.
There's no fucking egos.
It's fun.
It's fun, and it's missing in the GA small bit. The fun. Do you know what I mean?
Well, now everything's tracked. Metrics are tracked, like kind of in the game, and everything's monitored now. So it takes away the goodness or the kind of, you know, the magical aspect of it.
Yeah.
So, you know, players are beefed up to a certain level. You must hit these certain targets. Your mass running must say you must hit a certain score in your mass running, or your time trials. Your benching should be. There's scores called RSI, your reactive strength index. You have to hit a certain metric here to be at intercounty level. There's so much involved now, and if you don't hit those, then more likely
you're not starting. Whereas with us, you just drink away. Have a few pints the night before just to fucking calm your nerves. And if you don't, you're not fucking starting.
Yeah, you insist on it, to be fair.
Do you know what I mean? There's no training. You know, we when we got to the semi-final, then we've a 3-week break. We're playing next weekend, I think, isn't it?
We're playing next weekend, yeah.
Not this Sunday, but Sunday week.
After, yeah.
And like myself and yourself and Jason went to the High B, a hotel in Mallow. We were like, okay, look, we didn't expect to get here because no one gave us a chance at the start of the year.
No.
We were like, people were saying we won't even get a team together, you know. And the first game we played Liscarroll LC Gales. We played them in their ground, and I'll never forget it. We had 5 hamstring injuries in the first half.
Yeah, no joke. 5 of us went off with hamstring issues.
All lads in their 40s. You know,
the referee was even laughing at it.
Like I was like, what the fuck? How are we going to even get a team together here? Like, and here we are now in the semi-final. Like we keep saying, no matter what happens, it's been a success to us.
Yeah.
But we wanted to fucking continue, and we were talking in the car, like, and you were like, I'd say we'll get to the final. We might get to the final. We might even get to the. And I was like, we need to win the first half.
Yeah.
It's the first half.
It's little micro targets.
Yeah, if we win the first half, and then we'll fucking think of the second half.
Yeah, yeah.
And like, to be talking about that at this level is just fucking hilarious.
Or it's ludicrous, but it's beautiful, isn't it?
But it's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. Listen, thank you so much for coming on to the podcast. Pete, Mine Guy, aka Supernatural Brothers, find him on Instagram.
Yeah, there's no point in that. There's really no point.
He doesn't really want any followers, but he is the Supernatural Brothers Cork on Instagram. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah.
He thinks so. He's going to be a regular contributor. You'll see a lot more of him when I need someone just to fill in, you know. So I think that's it. I think really, is there anything else to say? Do you want me to say? Is there anything else?
No, I thought the lads are excellent. I thought you were
Shout
average.
out to the lads.
Yeah,
give the lads a round of applause. Like and subscribe. Follow the Fearless Digital Network on Instagram. Follow this podcast on Instagram as well. I love you. Staying by the wall.